Our next speaker is Ruth Hall from Women Against Rape. Ruth.
Women Against Rape has been a member of the Safety First Coalition from the beginning because we strongly object to women being put in danger of rape and other violence by repressive laws that are being brought in the name of defending women. At the same time that they're working on further criminalizing prostitutes, they're letting rapists go free. That is something that women are confronting internationally, as you will hear from Manju Gardia from India, who is going to tell you something about how they are fighting for justice there. In Britain, only 6% of rapes end in a conviction, and that is of the reported rapes. In fact, most rapes are not even reported because women don't think that any good will come of it, or because they think that they will face some discrimination, maybe because they've been drinking, maybe because the man who raped them is their husband, maybe because of their mental illness in the past or at the time, or maybe because of their sexual history, or maybe because of their race. And if they are working as prostitutes or in the sex industry, they are written off. And we have had to fight alongside prostitute women, 2 prostitute women who actually brought a private prosecution and won it with the help of Women Against Rape and the ECP and Legal Action for Women after the Crown Prosecution Service had said nobody would believe them because they were prostitutes and refused to bring the case. We have had a lot of PR, public relations, from the police about how now they are improving the way they handle rape. But in fact, when police officers and prosecutors refuse to do the work that they need to do to prosecute rapists, nobody deals with them. They are allowed to remain in their jobs, carry on losing evidence, exercising their prejudice, and messing up women's lives. What the government is doing is prosecuting consenting sex instead of rape. Some people have come to me about this meeting, questioning whether prostitution can ever be consenting sex. They say, shouldn't Women Against Rape be opposed to prostitution if we are opposed to rape? Many feminists say the two are the same thing, and they always talk about them together: sexual crimes, prostitution, rape, pornography, so on and so forth. This is very convenient for the government, which would like to confuse the two. They say that women can never freely choose to work as prostitutes. They're always forced to do that work, even if it is only being forced to do it by lack of money. But we are all forced to do work that we would prefer not to do because of lack of money. Into relationships we don't want because of lack of money. We weigh up the alternatives and we make a decision. And who is to say for some other woman that prostitution is a worse job than waiting on tables or cleaning toilets for pennies or staying in a country where you are subject to torture? Why do some people say that prostitution is uniquely degrading? As Nikki said, we know the difference. But as an organization that has been fighting rape for the past 30 years, we would say that we are particularly outraged at the attempt to confuse the two. In fact, if you look deeper, you can see that the mindset that says prostitutes are degraded, that mindset also sees rape survivors as dirty and soiled, damaged goods. What many people are really upset about is not violence and not coercion, but sex. Sex is not the problem. We all do it. It's not dirty or degrading. Sometimes it's very nice. The problem is that when we're forced into sex against our will, the authorities will not defend us. The ECP and others have laid out how when women are literally coerced, are really coerced into working as prostitute women, the authorities, who are so keen to criminalize them and their clients, do nothing to protect them and do nothing to prosecute the men who are subjecting them to rape and physical violence. So this is just another con. They have tried to con us into believing that rape is being taken seriously now, and they are trying to con us about the prostitution laws. It is an insult to women who have suffered rape and violence, including prostitute women, and we will not allow it. Fighting for justice from rape and resisting legislation like this legislation are two sides of the same coin, and we hope you will join us.